couple of years ago, I hit kind of a hard spot in life. I didn't see it coming. It's the type of thing that can happen to anyone. It's like a wilderness. And when I came to that point, I realized that though I had been a Christian for a long time, I hadn't really at that point in my life spent the time that I needed to develop relationships with other Christian men. So I found myself kind of alone in that season. And so obviously when you go through something like that, you're eager and you're pressing in. So one Wednesday night when I was there, I ran into Pastor Sandy, and she walked me up to the men's Bible study and introduced me to the men's Bible study leader. And so for the next year, every time those guys met, I was there. And I learned a lot through that time. One of the things I learned was that about 95% of the issues I felt were unique to me were actually really common to all the guys. That the scriptures were very relevant to me at that time in my life as a husband and a father and someone, that's a professional in the community. And so as we talked about those issues, the other part that was really awesome was that I wasn't facing those issues by myself. So during the week, I would be able to call some of the guys and say, hey, could you pray for me? And as those relationships began to flourish, they began to make the same phone calls. So then as I walked, I really realized that the Christian life is meant for us to walk together. The word with is all throughout the scriptures. And this scripture was really beneficial to me in Ecclesiastes. It says, a person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer, and three are even better because a triple braided cord is not easily broken. As I continued to walk with the men's Bible study, then I had an opportunity about a year and a half later to lead the men's Bible study. And what was really cool is these guys, as they were coming in and listening to my story, were saying the same things. They were saying, wow, I don't have to walk alone. It's amazing that the scriptures are relevant to my life as a husband and a father and where I'm at in my phase of life. And so life for me now is different. Instead of being where I was before, which was kind of on this bullet train of ambition to nowhere, now I'm more interested in serving. I've come from a point where I was in a pressure zone to now seeking a comfort zone, because when you start serving God, you start putting the brakes on all of the things that you want to do and become, and you start realizing there's people around you that need help also. And that's so much more fulfilling. And also when you study the scriptures, you go from becoming less of a stable person to a more stable person. And so I would just encourage any of the guys that are out there to consider connecting, because if you make the time, the investment's going to be worth it. God will reach out and help you in your situation so that you can help others. My name is Jeremy Hill, and this is my one story.